Why I'm buying lots of herbs? Why is my guild bank full of herbs? As one of my best income profession Inscription, I will show you what herbs you should buy and mill to get maximum profit. In this video I bought 100 stacks of each northern herbs which you should use for milling and will share you results of my test. My rules for buying herbs were simple. 4 gold per herb for Deadnettle, Tiger Lily, Goldclover and Talandra's Rose and 5 gold per herb for Icethorn. Why spending more on Icethorn? You'll see why later in the video. Bleach Bloom and Adder's Tongue are not recommended to mill. They have other purpose which I will make video about it very soon. So the process for this is very simple. Since guild tab is only 98 slots, I bought 2 more of each herb and put it in the first tab. We take out some herbs and start milling. We start with Deadnettle, very common herb and super cheap. You can buy loads from auction house with super low price. Every day you can find lots of it because nobody uses it except for milling. In my calculations, I'll do the math behind like every single herb cost me 4 gold, but actually I paid way less in total. After each type of herb is milled, I'll do the inks later and compare which herb gives you the most inks. In total, I got 200 Snowfall ink and 595 ink of the sea. Moving on, next one is Goldclover. Another cheap one and with lots of quantity on auction house. Similar like Deadnettle, I bought 100 stacks very fast and very cheap, but for profit calculations I will include that each stack cost me 80 gold, but in reality it was cheaper. Another thing which I need to mention is that our profit will be only calculated if you sell just inks. Using inks for scrolls, glyphs, vellums or any other good craft from Inscription will only increase your profit depending on auction house prices. In total I got 178 Snowfall inks and 590 Ink of the Sea, a bit less than from Deadnettle. Next one is Tiger Lily. Not so easy to buy 100 stacks from auction house, but I managed in 2 days to get them for this test. The downside of buying herbs from auction house is that sometimes people sell one herb per auction. Therefore, buying and taking herbs from the mailbox can take some time. I mean, some decent time. But in the end, each of those herbs gives a good profit. Or let's just continue with milling, and when we are done, then we will make a comparison of each of the listed herbs. In total, I got 201 Snowfall ink and 591 ink of the sea, almost identical like Deadnettle. Following up is Talandra's Rose. This herb gave me a headache in multiple ways. First, I was scanning auction house for almost a week to get 100 stacks. Not many players farm it, and even less players sell it on auction house. When I actually get my desired amount at the desired price, I had very high hopes for this particular herb. But at the end it was very poor result. In total I got 196 Snowfall inks, which is similar to previous herbs, but only 502 ink of the sea, which is almost 100 less ink of the sea than other ones. Not repeating this one for sure. Last but definitely not least, Icethorn. This herb is gold mine for any inscriptionist. At the beginning of the video I told that all herb had 80 gold per stack. Only Icethorn had 100 gold per stack, maximum buyout price. And I'm sure you wonder why is that. Because this herb gives tons of inks. Players who farm Lich Bloom often ends up with many stacks of Icethorn and they sell it at very cheap prices. In total I got stunning 396 Snowfall inks, which is almost double the amount of any other herb mentioned in the video, and 690 ink of the sea, which is also the best result for this ink. Was it worth spending extra 20 gold per stack? Hell yeah! Let's do a final comparison of this test. At last place is Talandra's Rose. Like I said, I had high hopes for this herb. I made some profit, but nothing significant. At fourth place is Goldclover, a bit better than previous one, around 2k profit. At third place is Tiger Lily, almost second, but just a tiny bit less inks from Deadnettle, which is second. They both gave almost same results. Our winner is, you guessed it, Icethorn. With higher buyout price from auction house, it still managed to have best profit, which is little below 6k. So now you know it. Buy Icethorn and make gold like I did. Total gold spent on this test was 42k gold. If I sell all inks, not making any craft from Inscription, my profit would be 15k gold. But I'll make scrolls, vellums and other Inscription crafts, which will probably give me profit around 20 to 25k gold. Also, my profit is actually a lot more, but in calculations I did include maximum price for all herbs, which was not the case. Total time spent on buying, milling and crafting inks was around 4 hours. Gold earned per hour is 3.8k gold if you sell just inks, or 5k or more if you invest some more time into Inscription crafts. This method is not bad for being AFK almost 80% of the time, and auction house is almost always full with herbs. Hope you like this type of content. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in comment section below. When I sell everything, I'll put the results in comments. This quantity of inks should sell in 1 or 2 weeks. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming gold making method. Leave a like and see you again in some other in-game tips video.